Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Sidewinder Shed, the second live stream today, Sunday, and I do believe July 7th, 2024. And I don't know, I'm unsupervised at the moment. The wife's asleep. It's friggin' hot here in Virginia. Um, Nobody's home except for me and the wife, the dog. Yeah, but the wife is asleep. And so I'll be honest with you, I kind of got bored. So I decided maybe I'd just come on and yak for a little bit. I was kind of hoping that I was hoping to catch Bear Rose Garage. That's seeing as I don't have to work tomorrow. I was kind of hoping to catch him tonight, but I don't seem to see that he's on. Or if he is, um, which he'll do on occasion, is he'll be make a guest appearance on somebody else's live stream. And unfortunately, I didn't get the memo, so I don't know if he is or not. That's what I'm kind of looking for on the phone to see if he's somewhere else, but doesn't look like it. So anyway, I figured I'd just pop in here and yak for a little bit, kind of talk about nothing in particular. Again, I earlier today, Damien first responder garage was on, and man, I can't say enough about the guy. Awesome dude. Um, and as an experiment, he wanted to see if there was a way that we could put extra clutches in a transmission. What I mean by that is the transmission in my pickup truck that I've been working on here all week. Um, the direct drive clutch on the transmission part, not the overdrive part, on the transmission part is only a three clutch pack. All right, it only has three friction discs and three steels in it. Now they do make them so you can have, I guess, anywhere from 3 to 5, somewhere in between there. And so he was wondering if we would be able to add an extra friction disc and steel. And with some parts that he had, and he tried it with the same direct drive drum I have. He tried that at his place. It's all on my first live video, and came up with the solution and everything. So I still have the recommended tolerances and clearances that's needed to operate it. Now, because my drum is not the exact drum that he used, um, it's still a little bit up in the air, but it should work. So he's sending me the parts. I'm gonna try it when they get here. Uh, and take the tolerance to measure the tolerances and everything. And if it works, that'll be awesome because my truck is a 3/4 ton 4x4. It could use the extra set of friction plate and the extra steel plate in it. It would be a big help, longevity wise and everything. So we'll see how that goes. That was a very interesting experiment. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? Um, I got to wait on the parts, my friend, but the little bit I did today did good. You saw one of the videos I uploaded today. I think I uploaded 3. I've been editing a whole bunch about that transmission. I got like 5 hours worth of videos to kind of condense and edit and everything, and unfortunately, I just got a little bit too hot and frustrated to keep doing that. So, and I was also getting a little bit confused on my editing. So, yeah, I will try again tomorrow. Um, and wrote a rude comment. I got you. Well, hey, look, that don't matter, man. I appreciate you watching it. That's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, normally right now I'd be sitting here or most likely, to be honest with you, I would be in the house in the air conditioning watching Bear Rose Garage, but I didn't see him on. And so the wife is sleeping. I'm home unsupervised, really. So I figured I'd just have a couple beers and get on and just kind of talk for a little bit. You know, again, this wasn't scheduled. Oh yeah, well, if you can call them beers, this is your standard American Weasel Fist. Ah, yes, sir. Thank you. Salute. Thank you. And I have heard that before. I don't want to mispronounce it, but anyway, and I don't know, man, if you feel like it, if you're bored, whatever. You know, the link is here. You can hop on if you would like. If not, no biggie. But you know, whatever you want to do. Matter of fact, I'll put the link up here a little bit closer again. There we go. But anyway, yeah, no, I just actually had a pretty easy day today. There we go, Mr. Eric. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you fine. I can hear you fine. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
I think I need to find my headset.
Oh, okay, I got you. Let me ask you a question though. Can you hear this fan in the background? Is it blowing on my mic?
Keeps repeating.
Do what, sir? I didn't know if this mic was picking up the fan. Normally it doesn't. But I'm not sure. I don't have a feedback. I remember years ago, you know, I'm a truck driver, and years ago I had a fairly high powered, expensive, nice, very nice CB radio. And one of the nice things I did like about it is that it had the talkback option. So, of course, you didn't wear headphones, but when you were speaking, you could hear exactly how you sounded to everyone else, which was nice because I also had a lot of different options on that. I had echo, reverb, I had all sorts of options on that old CB. Yeah, I'm not. Can you hear me? Is everything working, sir? Okay, yeah, I can't hear you on that.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
how many of you are there?
Oh, there's only the one of me. I think I have everything else in the background shut down. Am I echoing?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I only got one app open.
To say it like this, I don't know who to answer.
Oh, so it's got an echo. Were you on YouTube?
Yeah, of course,
Yep. Turn your YouTube. Yeah, hit that app off, and it won't echo.
of course.
Yep. Keep.
Okay.
Is that
Oh my God.
better?
Yeah, it was like 20 people.
Oh, I've done that before. I've done that
Yeah.
before. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. No, what I was asking is this fan? Is this
No,
microphone picking
that's
up
fine.
this fan?
No,
Okay.
that's fine. But as I said, it was almost like 20 people
Oh yeah, yeah.
talking
I've been
all
there.
at once.
Yep. I understand. I understand. I've done the same thing before. Yeah, like I said, this is your typical American weasel piss. Not really beer,
Weasel
but
piss.
yeah,
Okay.
weasel piss. Very light pilsner.
Yeah.
Um, very cheap. It's not a very expensive beer at all. Although it depends what you consider cheap. Um, I think these here, roughly, depending on your area, they're about $1.25 a piece.
Okay. That's cheap. But
Yeah.
the alcohol percent is
Oh,
about.
it's not much. I think this is 3% alcohol. There ain't much in it.
Okay.
That's why us Americans sound like we're a bunch of alcoholics. Because
Mhm.
how many beers did you have? Well, I drank a
Yeah.
12-pack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like four of the good beers.
Yeah.
Alcohol content.
How much do they pay?
Well, yeah, that's yeah. In about 20 minutes, I'll be having to take a break. But
Pee break
but
or working break?
yeah, no, a pee break, a real
Yeah.
quick pee
Yeah.
break.
Yeah. Um, the pronunciation is skull.
Skull. Okay, that's right. I
Yeah.
always get that
Quite
confused. I have
correct.
heard that
Hmm.
before. I've heard it
Uh,
before.
it's like you pronounce O with that U at the end. Just
Right.
O.
Well, again, it also might just be my regular, normal accent screwing it up to begin with.
Yeah, but I don't know, skull or something would probably be the thing you read, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yep.
the ring on top is
Yep.
O.
Okay.
I
Okay.
do believe also that we have one place which is just that letter O. I believe.
Okay. I got you. So when you read the alphabet, you have this weird little symbol in there, and you're like, oh, I know what that means.
Yeah, it's the last letter in our alphabet. We got
Okay.
29 letters, not 27.
Okay.
26 maybe you got.
Yeah. Don't ask me, man. It's I can recite the alphabet, but I can't count that high. I run
No.
out of fingers and toes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was quite embarrassed by this. I'm trying to look where my hand goes here, but I got a whole mess going on. So when I turned on the camera earlier today, everything was showing. So I just,
Oh,
okay, we're not going live now.
I gotcha. Yeah. Look, I will tell you what. I should be embarrassed too. I mean, this is my back porch. It's always a mess. I mean, right here is a window for the screened-in porch part. Right here is I have no place else to put it. I got
Yeah,
stuff all over the place, but this back porch is clean compared to my shed, and I do have several
okay,
videos showing my shed. It is a mess.
yeah.
It's gotten better though because I actually cleaned it up so I could do this transmission.
Mm,
I didn't because a lot of it is too. I do a lot of woodworking, and that takes up a whole lot of space.
okay.
And but I didn't want the contamination. I didn't want all the sawdust, the dust, and everything
Yeah,
else.
inside transmission.
Yeah, getting into the transmission. I already had enough of an issue with it breaking. I don't want to put it back together full of sawdust because I'm not selling it.
Mm,
Although that was an old trick,
mm.
to put sawdust
I heard of it.
in the oil or put sawdust in transmission if it was, or even your rear end if it was making noise,
Yeah,
and you wanted to sell it real quick. You fill it with sawdust. It would make it nice and quiet, and it would run smooth and
yeah.
everything. Yeah, for
And,
about a week or two.
and cinnamon in the cooler.
What's that?
Coolant. And cinnamon in the not cinema but cinnamon in the coolant.
Cinnamon in the coolant? Oh,
Yeah,
to plug any leaks and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that or an egg whites would do that too.
yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of old tricks.
Hmm.
Oh my God, yeah.
My first car, I bought this special thing for making the leak stop in the coolant, but it also make it overheat. So
Y- Yeah, a lot of times that's well, we actually have the stuff. It's called Stop Leak.
mhm.
That's the actual brand name, and it can either come in a liquid or in pellets or in a powder, and you drop it in your radiator, and it will work for a while. It will stop the leak. The problem is, a lot of times it'll plug up everything instead of just
Yep.
the leak.
In my case, it did.
Yeah, yep, I got you, man. Oh,
So
my sister Carol, she was on earlier today. She was in the comments, but ever since she was on the other week and everything, she's always been interested in overseas and going overseas and everything in Norway. And then this
yeah.
this whole last week she's been bugging me. Hey, did you get Eric's YouTube channel address for me? Did you get that? I was like, yeah, I did, Carol. I sent it to you.
Okay.
But yeah, she was that was cool. And no,
Uh,
she's not trying to pick you up. She's a 70-year-old woman. She's just interested in where you live and everything. That's all.
yeah. It's like me being interested in lots of American stuff now.
Oh yeah. This is my niece and her boyfriend Gage. And oh,
Yeah.
Devin, hey buddy, how you doing, man? How you doing? This is Eric.
Hello.
But yeah, what are you guys up to? Excuse me, just for a second, Eric. They don't usually stop by when I'm unsupervised.
No
Did somebody
problem.
send you to check on me?
Unsupervised.
Do you have a crowbar? Yes, and a buffer. Crowbar? No, that I don't have. All right, the crowbars you'll find them hanging on the side of my toolbox. The buffer, I have three of them. Where I'm working on the transmission, right underneath there, they're in a box. You might have to dig for it. Boxes that are there first, it's in its own case. Okay, and it should be a black one, a black case. You got it? All right, man. I'm sorry, Eric. They came over not to check on me and see how I'm doing, but to borrow tools.
Nothing to be sorry about.
But anyway, damn it. So yeah, there you go, my friend. And you know what? I hate to do this. Oh, there's a Pilsner. Okay, but
Danish.
yeah, awesome.
Finest Danish.
Okay, that's probably why I can't read it, but that's okay.
Just Carlsberg.
Carlsberg. Okay,
Yeah. Simple
all
as
right.
that.
I got you.
I even can't pronounce the Danish uh, way of saying it probably, but yeah, in Norway say that they got a potato in their throat when they're talking.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I got you.
Uh,
Kind of like I got a few friends that speak Yiddish, and they said you can't speak Yiddish properly unless you have a cold and you have all the phlegm still in the back of your throat. Then you can pronunciate everything properly.
okay. I never heard of that.
Well, that's usually a kind of, I don't know. Sometimes people get offended by that, but I had two of my friends tell me exactly that. So I'm just repeating. It's their fault. It's their
Okay.
fault, and they speak it. So,
On a regular basis or
oh yes, on a
first?
regular basis. That's
Okay.
they're
Ah,
keeping that alive, and they speak it at home.
okay. Hmm. The first thing I thought was I can't remember what it's called. Like in the Big Bang Theory, where we got this, they put letters or endings on regular
Oh,
languages, and I can't remember what it is. It's kind of role play or something like that.
I got you. I did not watch The Big Bang Theory too much, so
Oh, I'm
I,
not sure if it was there either, but some role play thing where they put alternative endings to regular words, and normal people can't understand it.
I got you. I got you. Well, it's, there is a made up language here that we use an awful lot, and I don't know. It could be worldwide, but we call it Pig Latin. If, yeah, and all that is, in order to speak it, you just kind of add an A to the word. If a uye ixpe igpe atenlay, if you speak Pig Latin, is they ije auhe itye ounce. This is how it sounds. So it's
Okay,
just you're taking the first letter of the word, putting it at the end, and adding a after it.
okay,
Yeah, it's something we did as kids growing up, you
I
know.
see, I see.
And but like I said, it's just about every Gen Xer in America would understand that, at least be familiar with it, with Pig Latin.
Yeah,
And you had asked earlier, you didn't quite understand the generational thing
yeah.
between boomers,
Not
Gen
not the
X,
generational thing, but the terms.
the
Gen
terms, right?
C is X and maybe Y. I don't know. And
Okay,
the only thing I know is the boomer. That is called after-war children here in Norway.
right. And then the next generation, I mean, us being called Generation X, that's fairly recent. We've gone through different names, because all of a sudden the baby boomer generation uh, was roughly the first generation that had its own name, boomers, you
Yeah.
know, baby boomers and everything. And then so just, I guess that's where the tradition actually started. And then they were trying to figure out, well, what do we call the generation after the baby boomers? How do
Mm.
we distinguish them? And first it was they called us the me generation for a long time because it seemed like we were all about ourselves.
Okay.
And that wasn't true. We were just left alone. We were by ourselves. We weren't about
Yeah.
ourselves, but we were pretty much left to our own devices. What else did they used to call us? The forgotten generation as well, but we also share that with the generation that was kind of like the actual between World War II and the Great Depression. We kind of share that name with them. Um, but anyway, and then I don't know, just the millennials, because I didn't quite get that either because they were born in 1980, I guess, is when that started.
Yeah.
And I figured if you were going to call somebody a millennial, it would be at the change of the millennium, somewhere between 1998 and 2000, on up for a bit. But people, I guess, smarter than me decided that if you were born in 1980 or 81, you're a millennial. Um, and then they just kept it
I
going.
just Googled it, and it says 1980. Yeah, from Generation X, from 65 to 80. But anyway, I think it's quite difficult to just put a stamp there. There stops and something new begins.
Right, it is.
I
All it
often
is
identify
right.
with older people than myself, so
Oh yeah.
even from the 60s and the 70s, I usually get better along with them than my own generation or younger.
I got you. Well, if you want, I will talk to the rest of the Gen Xers here and see if maybe we can adopt you, and make you an honorary Gen Xer, if that's what you want.
But in general, I'm not that concerned about which gen or millennial or something.
Oh, I know it, man. I am just kidding around here because I find it funny. I find it amusing,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong. Every generation gets picked on by previous generation. You all hear the same stories. Um, my older brothers and sisters, of course, they walked to school because they're all boomers. They walked to school barefoot
Mhm.
in the snow, uphill both ways.
Yeah,
And so that's
life
what
was
I
hard.
that's what I tell my kids I did growing up. I said,
Yeah.
you got it easy. You know, you get a ride to school. Hell, I had to walk to school. Not only that, I had to walk to school in the wintertime. Not only
Yeah.
in the wintertime, but barefoot in the snow, uphill, both ways. So,
Yeah.
it's just a tradition kind of. I've been a blue collar worker all my life.
Mm.
Um, some sort of trade or at least working with my hands, doing physical labor.
Mm.
And it's just like starting a new job or being young and starting a new job. You got the old timers; they are going to help you, okay, and they are going to
Yeah.
look out for you. But in the meantime, they're going to send you out to find the left-handed screwdriver. They're going to send you out, you know, to get a gallon of wiper fluid. I mean, of
Mm.
blinker fluid. They're
Yeah.
they're going to send you on these stupid little things just to mess with you.
My,
And
my
they
childhood, my childhood friend, of course, was well, when you start working, when you're in school, not properly employed yet.
Okay.
Intern.
Kind of like an apprenticeship.
Yeah, yeah. I guess
Okay.
he got tricked himself back then, but he's been keeping the tradition alive,
Oh
let's
yeah.
say, because he tells everyone that's younger than him who starts working with him is a carpenter, and he asks them to go find that material uh, longer thing to make the materials longer.
Oh, the
Timber,
wood
timber,
stretcher, the plank
Yeah, there
stretcher.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. I
And
gotcha.
they go away and they come back and what?
Yep. Oh, I gotcha. I understand. Yeah. Every trade has their little tool that doesn't exist that they always
Mm,
send somebody out to find.
mm,
It's but yeah, that's a tradition, and obviously it's worldwide. So
yeah.
so it's generational thing too. It if you take it if you take it in the humor and in the spirit that it's meant, it's not a big deal. Every
No,
generation
no.
goes through it.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and I find it funny. I find it amusing, and like I said, I just enjoy. Sometimes I enjoy being the stereotypical 58-year-old man that everyone has their idea set on what I should be,
Mm,
and sometimes I enjoy playing that up. It's kind of like with my wife, she is the best thing that's ever happened to me and everything. And but again, a lot of times I will pick on her because it falls into that stereotypical deal.
mm,
That's and most people know I'm kidding.
mm.
That's very very few that don't. It's the ones that I'll put it to you this way: I've met so many people that do this. I have a good sense of humor. And when you have to explain that to somebody, you know what that means? That
Mm.
means you don't have a sense of humor. You have
Yeah.
no friggin' clue.
At work, I work with tires. If you didn't know, and you might guess here in Norway we have seasons. We have summer and we have winter, and it requires different tires.
Yeah. Yep.
So I got a big season at autumn, fall, and at spring to change them. So we're kind of a big thing. We're 7 regular employees,
Yep.
but in the season time we need up till 4 more people. And then we got 2 Lithuanians, which are excellent. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing just that, and they're
Yep.
very good at it. And we got some younger boys trying to find something to do,
I gotcha.
maybe a bit in between school or something. And now I talked myself out of the point.
We were talking about a sense of humor, and if you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any,
yeah, yeah. That was the
yeah,
thing. And one season we got two guys, and I need probably to translate it into feet and inches. It says 6 feet and 6 feet and 6 inches, two
okay.
meters.
Oh
Two
yeah,
guys.
yep. That's a yard is 36 inches. A meter is 39. So a meter is 3 feet and
Yeah,
3 inches in America. That's how I keep. I just round it to about
yeah,
3 feet.
yeah. Just to Google it, just
Yeah.
there were two guys, both young, 19, 18 something. They were both tall,
Okay.
taller than everyone the else was. So, and one of them had, yeah, no problem. He worked with cars in regular basis, wrenched and turned SWAT cars, flipping cars.
Okay. Okay.
But the other one, he was more a theoretical kind of guy.
Okay. More
So he
book
didn't
smart.
get his. No, not. I don't think that either, but
No.
that's another story.
Okay.
So he moved slow, and if you asked him to move faster, he said, "No, this is my speed." And also, he was special in every kind, tall and special, and yeah. And he said he liked advanced humor. Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And he couldn't give me any examples at all. But we got actually now we got 2,400 sets of tires in store
Okay.
for customer cars.
Right.
It's called deck hotel, which is a Norwegian term for that. Kind of, yeah, tire hotel translated easily. We got letters for each of those shelves
Okay. Yep.
and numbers for the heights.
Right. Okay.
Is probably a meaningless story, but in a way. So I, to distinguish which shelf and which height it was,
Right.
I just said names because there were two letters and two numbers. So it was
Okay.
yeah, like mine, Eirik Kallersen. I said my name, which was E and H, and the
Right.
number, and then he'll start to laugh.
Okay.
Because he liked advanced humor. So when I changed letters for names, then he laughed.
Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yep. All right. I don't know
But
if
if
I
you told
followed
him a
that.
joke, it was too
Right.
simple for him. He didn't
I
smile.
gotcha. He likes the subtle humor that he can pick up out of weird things. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I understand that.
Long story for not much, but anyway.
No, no, that's fine, man. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine, buddy. That ain't no problem. But what and again, I know I forgot the time difference. What time is it where you're at?
Way past bedtime.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. 40
I,
after midnight.
oh boy. Okay, yeah, so there's a 6 hour difference. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'll forget.
usually.
Yeah, I'll forget that after 2 sips of beer here, but yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, mine is empty.
Yeah, that's why I disappeared for a second. Fortunately, on the porch here, I have a refrigerator that's
Ah,
that my cord will reach to.
you got steel cord. I'm
Yeah,
list.
yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. I was very disappointed. My phone. This is I've had it about 6 months now, but my old phone, I used to be able to plug this headset into it,
Mm.
and so when I've been out in the shed, I can't plug my headset into it and I have a big fan out in the shed because
Hmm.
that thing gets hot. And unfortunately, I'm sure you've heard it. You can hear that fan going in on my videos,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, it makes the background noise a little bit irritating. But I tried shutting that fan off to make the videos, and it was killing me. The heat and the humidity.
Yeah.
It's been over the mid 90s, and the humidity's been right up there this whole week, and it's just been, and I'm talking 90 degrees Fahrenheit,
Yeah,
which
yeah. And we were talking about the humidity last time we
yeah,
were on live. Yeah.
yeah, and which I think in Celsius, you may as well figure 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So
I
that's got
think
to
it's
be,
in the 30s or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it'd be in the mid to high 30s, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's yeah, because I know if somebody ever says it's 50 degrees 50 degrees Fahrenheit, I mean that's literally 100 and yeah,
50
106 degrees.
Celsius is
106.
above 100 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at it as in it's halfway to the boiling point of water,
Uh-huh.
and Fahrenheit water boils at 212 degrees. So
Okay.
if it's half of that, I figured would be right around 100, 106 degrees. So 50 degrees Celsius. I wasn't too far off. Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah. Math hurts my head. Math.
The problem is, I well, I grew up with it, so it's quite logical then.
Oh, yeah.
But 0 is freezing point, and 100 is boiling point with, of course,
With Celsius. Yeah.
regular altitude
Oh,
and
yeah.
water.
Yeah. At sea level, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. At sea level. You have to have a base for everything.
But with Fahrenheit, it's when we reach 0, you still got 30 or something left to go to
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. That's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. 0 is
Yeah.
32 degrees Fahrenheit. 100 is 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Yeah.
our scale, the space between our scales is a lot smaller.
Yeah.
You know, if Celsius changes 1 degree from 0 to 1, I think it changes like three
Yeah.
degrees, 2 or 3
About there.
degrees
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. Yeah.
I think the Bluetooth reaches out of my kitchen, so just be.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, buddy. Go get yourself a beer.
My reference is 4 degrees. I think it's 44.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can barely hear you. I don't know if you have a Bluetooth microphone on or not, but I think your computer mic was picking you up because I can barely hear you. You sounded far away.
Okay. I
Oh,
thought.
there you go. That's
Yeah.
better.
I thought the microphone was here.
Oh,
Maybe it's not. Well, I think it's actually true what you say, because when I put on my headset, I thought the echo thing was going away, but it didn't. So I think the microphone is maybe on the computer, as you said.
oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever works. I mean, it's working fine. I can hear you fine. When you're sitting at your computer. When you went to the fridge,
Yeah.
you sounded a little far away.
Yeah. Anyway, my reference point is that I think 4 Celsius is 44 Fahrenheit. Just easy to remember, 444.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah. Damn it. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to put a cigarette out here in the ashtray, and I started a fire, so I'm trying to put the fire out. There we go. I didn't want to waste any beer on it, so.
I get it. I was just trying to find something I filmed from that tire hotel which we got, but it's not a good.
Not a good clip. Oh, do you have to work tomorrow, sir?
Back again.
Okay, there you are.
Yeah,
There you are.
it went all black.
Yeah, you kind of froze up. I was asking, do you have to work tomorrow?
I have to work. I'm in the office, which means all the telephones and all the customers. And
Oh,
besides that, we got this don't know what to translate it to, but also after work hours. I need to have my phone round and
okay.
ready to answer, and also go help them if they need.
I got you. So yeah, we call that being on call.
Yeah, you might
Yep.
call it that.
Yep. Because that's what they'll do. Oh, trust me. I a few oh God, I forget. I keep forgetting how fast time flies. I guess about 10 years ago, I left a job where I was in charge of the whole transportation department, and it didn't matter if I was at work or at home or what time it was. I mean, I had phone calls at 2 o'clock on a Sunday morning, two
Yeah,
o'clock on a Monday morning, all the time that I
yeah.
had to take care of. Uh, don't get me wrong; they paid me fairly well for it, but after 7 years of that, I just wanted to go back to being responsible for myself and what I do, and just basically go back to be a dumbass truck driver instead of somebody that's in charge of everyone.
I understand. I understand. Well, our solution is not well paid, but at the same time, we're not, as I say, we are not sitting at work and wait for the calls. We're at home, of course, or doing whatever.
I gotcha.
So we're not bound up uh, like that. But either way, it's well, like I usually do. I open my garage door and pull out stuff and start working, and you can bet that's when they call.
Oh yeah.
And then it
Yep.
takes a half an hour to make all the things go back and seal it up and lock the door. And so I usually we're only on at a week at a time. So in that
Yep.
my week, I usually don't do much.
Yes. Hold on a second there. Yes. Yes. Yep. Not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. uh, I had some of that grip tape. It's kind of like a real coarse stuff you put on walkways and on
Yeah,
steps and stairs.
yeah,
And I had a roll of that. He was asking if he could have it for his grandmother, so she
huh.
doesn't, slip off the steps or the front porch or anything. Gives her something to grip to.
Mm,
So that's what that was about. Simple little thing.
yeah. Why not?
Oh yeah, I'm not using it for anything at the moment, and it's not exactly cheap, but it's not out of my price range. You know what I mean?
No, and it's always a thing which is nice to have, but as you said, don't need it all the time. So
Yep. Yep.
I
So
considered buying it myself, but I thought, well, the store got it, so
yeah. Well, what I used it on before was the old stairs I had going out the back porch.
mm,
They were dangerous. They were so worn. They were so slick. It didn't even have to rain. You just had to have a little bit of dew from the grass.
yeah, wood. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, they weren't exactly level or straight or strong anymore. They've all been replaced since,
Mm,
but that's what I was using it on, especially in the winter. We do get ice around here,
mm,
and it does help a little bit. It gives you something you can break the ice off and grip to.
yep.
And the reason why I brought this up is I didn't think too much about it until after the second time I fell down the damn stairs because I lost my footing. Then I got a little bit irritated,
Yeah.
so I fixed it, and then of course I redid the whole stairs. Actually, I redid the whole porch. This used to be just a screened-in deck type area, and I closed it in and
Mm.
made it into a porch. Because especially during the colder months, that's when most our American holidays are. To be honest with you, and that's when we usually have a whole bunch of people that are over, and we always end up congregating out here on the back.
Thanksgiving and
Yeah,
Christmas, or
yeah. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Although compared to New England, Halloween down here in Virginia, it doesn't get quite as cold, but it still gets a little bit nippy at night.
yeah.
Still gets a little chilly.
Speaking of nippy or chili, 8 C to F. Yeah. Not in exactly my town, but it's underneath, or what's it called, my town anyway. There's a big festival, been going on for 10, 15 years, I think.
Okay.
And I'm not that festival kind of guy, so I didn't feel bad for them. But last night it was 46 Fahrenheit in the
Ooh,
night.
yeah.
Yeah, go tenting and a little bit rain and 46 Fahrenheit. I think it's
Yeah, that
not very
can,
pleasant.
yeah, that can be a little bit chilly. That can be a
Yeah.
little bit chilly. I'm to be honest with you, I'm good for camping and everything, even out just in a tent at around 50 degrees. Okay.
Mm, mm,
That it don't sound like is that much of a difference between 46 and 50, but you can definitely feel that difference.
yeah.
You can definitely, well, at least I can, especially since I've gotten older. I can feel that 4 degrees difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, about 50 degrees is about the bottom that I can actually be comfortable without, starting to get a little bit miserable.
Mm,
49, yeah, I start to feel it.
yeah.
It's just one of those things. But honestly, honest to God, I'd rather deal with the cold than this heat and humidity. This just takes all the energy out of you. It's just it's
I,
terrible. At
I,
least
I can kind of understand, but here we're not that we're not that hot usually.
yeah,
So and as you described last time with the humidity, we probably don't have that either. So I like it when it's hot here.
yeah, I
Uh,
got you.
but
I got you.
well, and also 9 of the 12 months are chilly, or for most people.
I
Uh,
got.
so I appreciate really the summer months anyway.
But yeah, what I found was funny. Again, just a few things I saw online. Um, was three British people.
Mm,
They were complaining about the heat, and they were saying, nobody understands a British heat wave.
mm-hmm,
And then, of course, I converted the temperature. They're
mm,
talking about 75 degrees
mm-hmm,
Fahrenheit. Okay, they're considering that a heat wave. My air conditioner is on in the house. My
mm.
air conditioner is set at 75 degrees because that feels cold to me right now.
Yeah.
Their heat wave
Mm,
is what I consider cold at the moment.
yeah. But what was that real recent, or was it old video?
Oh no, this is recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just this summer. It's real recent, just a couple weeks old
Okay.
from what I understand anyway.
Yeah. I watched this guy on YouTube. He's British, and I can't exactly say that he complains about the weather. He talks about it anyway. He talks about lots of stuff. So and actually even Uncle Tony's Garage. Maybe you've seen him.
Yep, yep.
even he has mentioned Jeff Price cars.
Okay. Okay.
So it's quite funny dudes to watch, I think. And he actually talked about something that I've been feeling about our system here in Norway. When it comes to weather forecasting, we get all these 3 points
Right.
alerts, red and not often red, but often yellow. Oh, be aware, rain's coming. Oh, be aware, this is coming, and usually it's nothing to be afraid of at all.
Yep.
And the same trend is going on in England, where all these alerts are going on, and it's not really that much to be afraid of or be aware
Yeah.
of at all. It's just weather.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I understand. But I will tell you something about Virginia that I have noticed, especially in the wintertime. They will freak out. I mean, literally, it's like the world is coming to an end when they start
Mm-hmm.
to forecast snow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, there is a reason for it. We don't get much snow as compared to where I grew up in New England.
Okay.
If we got less than 6 feet of snow during the winter, that was a light
Mm-hmm.
winter.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real mild winter. But I've also learned that if they have these big forecasts and these big warnings about all the snow we're going to get, I don't worry about it
No.
because it never comes. We never get it. If, on the other hand, they say, well, it's just going to be overcast and we might get a little bit of snow flurries, just a little dusting, that's when I go and I break out the salt and the sand and the shovels and get everything ready for a major snowstorm. Because 8 out of 10 times, that's when we'll get hit with heavy snow,
Mm-hmm.
is when they're only calling for a light dusting. We'll
Mm-hmm.
get hit with a heavy storm. When they're calling for a heavy storm, I'll be honest with you, I might go out and ride my motorcycle because I know it's not going to snow.
I see.
They're that far off. It never fails.
And
It never
earlier today,
fails.
you said maybe a language barrier or something, but
Oh, yeah.
something are different between languages. When you Americans say storm, um, when we hear storm, it means you need to seek shelter almost.
Right.
When when I watch YouTube, at least, they say, snowstorm, and okay, it's snowing. So what?
Yep. Yep. Well, that's the thing. We also have varying degrees. See, a snowstorm is just your regular. We got a decent amount of snow. We have enough of it, that you're not going to go out and ride your motorcycle. Okay.
No.
But then we have a whiteout. Then we have a blizzard. And then we have what they call over on the East Coast, we have a
A blizzard
northeast.
is more wind,
Yeah,
isn't it? Or-
nor'easter. Yeah, blizzard is more wind
Mhm.
and usually more snow. You know, uh,
Okay.
and yeah, it doesn't just kind of float down all nice and pretty like
No.
you see on the Christmas programs and everything. And
Mm.
everybody's like, "Oh, it's snowing!" Yeah, no, this shit is out to hurt you.
Romanticized.
Yeah, that's a blizzard is a nasty thing. And yeah, we do we just throw that word storm around. Yeah. And here you get used to hearing, all right, we're going to have a rainstorm, we're going to have a snowstorm. All right, well, that just means it's going to be enough to be maybe a small inconvenience. It's not a
Mm.
big deal.
No.
What you have to look out for is if they say, all right, we're going to have a thunderstorm. That usually entails some good heavy winds, not hurricane force, but some good some heavy rain, a lot of lightning,
Yeah.
and
That's thunder.
it can be dangerous. That's
Yeah. We actually had
but that
thunder and lightning yesterday. When that I can't remember what degrees. 46. I said.
oh
Those
yeah,
campers had.
oh geez, yeah,
They
that
even
makes it
had
miserable.
a little. It wasn't much rain, and the thunder wasn't close, but they had it.
Oh yeah,
I bet they heard it better than me. being
Yep.
intense.
That's the other thing that's been going on here all week. Every night, starting somewhere between 8, 9 o'clock at night, we've had thunderstorms.
Hmm.
With the wind, with the heavy rain, the lightning, and of course, the thunder. Hence the name thunderstorms.
Hmm.
Uh, they haven't lasted that long, but it has. It's just been almost consistent every night,
Okay.
and so that means in the morning when the sun comes up, you're walking out into a sauna. You can
Yeah.
still see the steam coming up off the ground and
I see. I
everything.
see.
It's just
Mm.
miserable. You
That
walk out of the shower, you get dried off, you walk out the front door, and even though it's not raining, you're soaking wet again.
I haven't experienced that, but where you said it's steaming up, I've seen it, but not often here.
Yeah.
Uh, we do sometimes get summer mornings in. Yeah. Need to translate again. Almost 70 in the morning, but that's almost the top we got
Oh, I
in the
got you.
morning time. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Um, Before I forget, you were mentioning your sister and Norway and stuff earlier.
Yes, sir.
I'll try to remember try to remember that I need to maybe make a playlist which
Ye-
she can watch.
That
I've
would
done
be
some
awesome.
of the driving around filming myself, but I found out that there's a lot of other guys doing the same thing. So I can put together a playlist where you can kind of get an impression
Oh
of
my
how it
God.
is.
Yeah, that would make her day. She would love that. She would love that. That would be awesome. And you know, here's the other thing. A lot of stuff I do on my channel, there's a lot of people that do the same thing and they do it better than me. That hasn't stopped me from doing it. So you keep
No,
making your videos and you keep doing your stuff too.
yeah, but it's easy just to pick the ones already made at that point.
I got you. I got you. But well, and Eric, I don't mean to be rude. I love you being
No,
on here. I would like to talk with you, but the wife is up right now, and I know she's looking at me, getting ready to say something. So it
okay,
means I probably have to do a little bit more of the honeydew list,
okay,
and so I got to stop this live stream. I got to get
yeah,
off. But man, it was great talking
it's
to
all
you, and I
right.
appreciate you showing up earlier today too, buddy.
Yeah,
It was great. I hope you got some information from old Damien, man. He's just full of knowledge.
kind of. As I tried to write, if I only knew what I was looking at, maybe I would
Oh,
have
I got you.
got
I
something out of it. But anyway, I have something more now to put in the picture of what's inside the transmission.
There you go, man.
So far, I just pulled transmission out, which was grinding on my actual GM product on Opel,
Okay.
German car,
Oh yeah.
and I opened the lid and tried to find out what's wrong. But
I, yeah, I got you. But you have a
that's how
manual
far I've been. Manual transmission, yeah.
Yep. Okay. It's a whole lot different than this automatic. Manual transmissions, I understand, and I've done a couple of those myself. I'm still learning on this automatic transmission.
Yeah.
I really am. Anyway, yeah. Oh, what was I lost it, but I gotta get my ass going. I
No
gotta get
problem.
out of here, guy.
No problem.
All right, buddy. You have a good evening, or actually now have a good morning. You take
Yeah.
care, my
Good night,
friend.
and have a good evening yourself.
All right, thank you, sir. And
Okay.
yeah, that's it, guys. For the other two that are watching us, I gotta go.
Ah,
I gotta
we
go.
got
Y'all have a
watchers.
good evening.
Yeah.
Take care.